probably be able to figure out what location I'm in, but I decided, you know what? I'm in a parking lot at least. I'll tell you where I'm at. I'm at the First Presbyterian Church. I was doing a little drive around. I thought, this would be a good show topic. I get inspired when I drive around. So, my inspiration was this. People don't realize that they can get massive cashback rewards if they are strategic about it and if they use their credit card like a debit card. Now, if you're constantly accruing interest, there's no point in using the cashback rewards because the interest rates are crazy. This is why, if you want to avoid paying interest, just either pay your credit card bill on time or pay it every 2 weeks, one or the other. It makes life a little bit easier. In fact, not just a little bit, quite a bit easier. So my goal here is to kind of educate you guys what type of cards to use. Primarily cashback that doesn't have, what do you call it? Cashback rewards cards that don't have, and I'm struggling to think of the term right now. It'll come to me. That don't have an annual fee. That's right. So I avoid anything that has an annual fee as far as it goes. I do have far too many credit cards, and I just kind of let the ones I don't use close out. The ones I don't use, I keep in a very high quality safe. Very, very sturdy. Very sturdy, by the way. And I play it smart, man. That's the best thing you can do in today's age. You just can't be, keep it all in a safe. But for me, it's just like that's how it rolls, man. That's the best credit card hack in general. Is maximize your cashback rewards, play it smart, don't go too crazy with it. But what do you guys think, though? How do you use cashback rewards? Do you, I mean, like, since I'm kind of at a point where I'm just in a little bit of a weird standstill for money, like, I'm doing a good job making money on YouTube, shockingly, but, like, I still need a little bit of assistance. If I'm buying groceries, I got to make sure I'm getting the maximum cashback rewards. So I've been using my Robinhood Gold credit card for every single flipping purchase. It's been wild. And it's been a good thing. Oddly enough, it's been a good thing. So very happy about that. Just kind of, like I said, you got to play your cards right. You know what I mean? You can't just go willy-nilly, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So I've been being as intelligent as I can about this and just, using the Robinhood Gold credit card, 3% cash back. There's other credit cards out there. There's a Venmo credit card. They have a 3% cash back, categorically speaking, but you can only have one of the cards, unfortunately. You can't have multiple of that card. So I use that card for groceries primarily. But for the most part, I've just been using the Robinhood Gold credit card for everything. It's just easier to keep track of all my expenses. Plus, it legitimately gives me the best cashback rewards option. So it makes my life a lot easier. Who shaved my eyebrows? What are you talking about? I didn't shave my eyebrows. I will say the only downfall is it doesn't let you chat in here. You know what I mean? Like when I'm doing it from the mobile, when I'm doing these live videos from the mobile device, it doesn't necessarily let me really do much. It's very frustrating. But that's okay. But yeah, sitting here in the parking lot, it felt good to get a drive in and be able to chill out here in the church. It's a good spot to chill. Nobody's ever really here. Especially on a Monday. But yeah, overall for the credit card hacks that I have, it's pretty simple. My credit card hacks are not complicated at all. In fact, if anything, they're pretty easy. Just maximize your cashback rewards, treat your credit card like a debit card, pay it off every 2 weeks basically, and you're home free. You don't have to worry about much if you're doing the right stuff. I think the problem is not everybody's doing the right stuff, unfortunately. And if you're not doing the right stuff, man, you're really missing out. So I do like to encourage everybody to do the right thing. Make sure that you're, no annual fees. Like, unless the only time I'll accept annual fees is if like the cashback rewards are so worth it. Typically they're not. I can't think of one card that I would prefer over the other that had an annual fee I prefer no annual fee. And so far the best cashback reward cards, the credit cards that I've had, Robinhood Gold credit card. You do have to have a Robinhood Gold subscription, but that's honestly paid for itself in a lot of ways. But there's just many other things. Robinhood Gold credit card is stellar though. You could even put the cashback rewards into your brokerage account, but for right now, for the time being, I'm just kind of putting the cashback as a statement credit over anything. It's the smartest thing I could do, ultimately. But yeah, getting rewarded for having to pay bills and having to get groceries all in one card, by the way, is very convenient. I still have my Wells Fargo Active Cash, 2% cash back on every purchase with that one. That's pretty nice. But I got a whole plethora of these types of cards. I'm a card collector, credit card collector. But yeah, I just think that I'm gonna turn off my car real quick. I realize it's still an idle. Okay. But yeah, I realized that the best thing I could do for myself personally is just make sure that I'm maximizing all the credit cards I got. I don't have that many. I got a lot, but I only use like maybe 3 of them total. The Venmo card, the Venmo credit card, the Robinhood Gold card, and the Active Cash. Every other one that I have, I just don't use it anymore. The Citi card, I like that one. It is technically 2% cash back, but honestly, since I got the superior Robinhood Gold and the Venmo card, I just haven't seen any real reason why I would prioritize it. Oh, also the Amex Everyday card, I get 3% cash back on gas by default on that one, but since I got the Robinhood Gold card, pretty much, like I said, 3% back on every single purchase except for rent and taxes. But these are my experiences, man. I mean, look, when it comes down to it, I'm good at getting the cashback rewards. I'm smart about it. I'm tactical in many ways. And I think that's the best thing you can be, is just tactical about it. But I'm hoping this information's helpful in some way. But yeah, I've just been kind of on the Dollar Tree diet, being very smart about, what I'm taking in, what I'm eating. That sort of thing. But I want to thank you guys so far. Here we go. We got Nightbot in the house. Heck yeah. Oh snap, what? That's an interesting life hack, Miles Fremont. Heck yeah. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, though. The more subscribers we have, the better. We really greatly appreciate it, and helps us out a lot. But yeah, I'm just kind of out and about right now, just kind of enjoying the weather. It's very sunny out here. Very sunshiny outside. I'm just getting a little bit of a breeze at the moment. Kind of relaxing, man. Man, I just don't have eyebrows, bro. I don't have eyebrows. I'm sorry. It's just not the way I'm built, brother. But yeah, overall, like I said, and then so my 3 main. Oh, and also don't forget the Discover card. Okay, so my 4 core cards. If you want to know the 4 core, that I use on the day-to-day basis. It is, like I said, the Robinhood Gold card. That's the big one. That's the one I use for pretty much every purchase at this point. I also use a Discover card. And I'll tell you why. It's a wild card because you get 5% cash back on certain categories for a 3-month span. So, for example, right now I'm getting 5% cash back on gas. So every time I go to the pump, go to get gas, 5% cash back. Winning scenario. It makes sense. So I'm always looking for ways to get the cashback rewards. It's just the smartest thing I could do. But yeah, do you guys have any rewards, tricks, or tips that you guys got for the audience? Anybody in the chat? Yeah, because man, there's just so many ways. Just so many ways you can use the cashback rewards. I pretty much just use mine as a statement credit, to lower the cost of whatever I've purchased. Because 3% cash back, it adds up over time for sure. And if you have to spend money, you have to spend money, man. But for the most part, the best cashback reward is money not spent. So if you could avoid spending a lot of money on things like right now, like right this instant, I'm on the Dollar Tree diet. I'm pretty much just buying like SpaghettiOs and chili and stuff like that. I'm still eating right. I'm not eating I'm still getting like vegetables and stuff, and not like I'm not being a total imbecile about this. I'm being a little bit intelligent here. Like pomegranate juice. I'm just being smart about things. Darth Slayer, that's some interesting advice. I will take it under advisement. Appreciate it, brother. I realized I need to plug in my phone. It's good to be live. I was like, why don't I just go into my car? I need a break from being inside all day. I could take my show on the road, and yeah, this is the ultimate freedom, man. This is the freedom I've been looking for. I mean, I get super chats, I get ad revenue, so it all works out in the end, which is nice. Yeah. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that my cashback rewards scheme is intelligent or stupid? Like I said, my 4 main credit cards that I use, and pretty much everything. Maria says, "Why are you in your car?" Well, I decided I want to go take a drive. I just couldn't be in the apartment anymore. As much as I love doing this show, I wanted to take it on the road. Just because I do the show inside doesn't mean I don't want to do it outside. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. But let's see here. But yeah, overall, I think... sorry, I'm just trying to realign this. I need to find a way to set this up. But, yeah, there's really no secret sauce to all this. It's just you want to make sure that you're maximizing your cashback rewards. So, for instance, like I said, Robinhood Gold credit card is used to pay my bills. It is because it's all 3% cash back on everything, pretty much. So I don't pay my electricity with it. But for example, I'm gonna pay my cell phone bill with it, pay internet with it. The good stuff. Let's see what other stuff. Groceries. Any sort of payments that I can make using a credit card, I'm gonna use the Robinhood Gold card because that's my best one at the moment. It's got the best cash back across the board. It's easy to keep track of one card too. Yeah, it's the most intelligent thing I can do for the moment. Hopefully that helps you guys. we go. What do you guys think, though? I mean, like I said, what do you guys think about my tactics when it comes to credit cards? Because, like I said, I'm using the Robinhood Gold as my number one. If I'm going to rank these, my number one is Robinhood Gold card for sure, 3% cash back. Number two is going to be my Venmo card. That one, straight up, top category, cash back 3%. That's nice. That's going to be my second. My third is going to be the Amex card. 3% cash back on certain categories like supermarkets and gas. Then my fourth is the Wild card. The reason I have Discover card as my fourth, the Discover It card is nice, but the thing here's my main issue with the Discover card. It's only the 5% categories are only for 3 months, and sometimes the categories are not relevant to you, but you do have to keep, it's a good idea to keep track of it. And I'll tell you why it's a good idea to keep track of it, because if I'm purchasing things on Amazon, I'm going to want to use that card. You know, if I'm purchasing certain things, I'm going to want to use that card. So, like for instance, October through December, I think it's going to be free. Maybe not free, you know what I mean. I think you know what I mean, but it's whatever. People are being punks. Oh, Harold Sack, I don't really know what you're wanting to say on this one. I'm nervous. Harold, I don't know what to say, my brony brother. I don't know what to say. Good stuff, though, man. We all bronies now. So John Smith is asking, why did the English invent the wheelbarrow? I don't know. I don't want to know, man. I'm nervous. Do I want the answer to this? Feels good to be outside, though, man. It feels good to be outside, chilling like a villain. But yeah, hanging out in the old car, man. I love this. Being able to take this to the road. And I get to keep the phone charge through my little phone battery pack charger. So it's kind of a win-win situation. This is the ultimate streaming car. I think this is becoming the ultimate streaming car, by the way. But welcome to the show. Thank you for any subscriptions, any likes. The more we get, the better. But like I said, Robinhood Gold credit card, boom, 3% cash back. But yeah, and just a quick summary. Robinhood Gold credit card, boom. Venmo credit card, second. Third, Amex Amex Everyday credit card. All these have no annual fees, by the way. And then Discover It card. 4 credit cards. Those are my main go-tos. And like I said, the Discover card is the wild card. The Discover It card, because of the 5% quarterly categories. Like I said, I'm getting 5% cash back right now every time I go to the gas station with my Discover card. It's a winning combo, man. but it's a winning combination. Overall, rock and roll, man. Killing it, man. Killing it. Man, the chat is getting a little bit too wild for me to handle right now. The Brony brothers have become the Brony sisters, it looks like. My God. Everybody hating on the chat, man. Dude, some of these jokes. Oh my God. My goodness, man. What is that? I've lost the chat, man. I've lost control of the chat, bro. Sometimes you just lose control of the chat, man. Happens. Do you guys think the Island Boys will ever make a comeback? I think about that sometimes. Those guys had a real good run, man. A real good run. Feeling pretty good in my car right now. I like that the weather's kind of cooling down a bit. Mm-mm-mm. So what do you guys think? Pretty good credit card hacks, huh? I think they're pretty good. You know, I think they're solid. I think they get people through where they need to go as far as credit card hacks go. And I don't know. I think that the one thing people need to realize about these credit card hacks is that they could be super advantageous. They could be a way for you to not have to spend as much money as you would think. You get a bit of a kickback every time you make a purchase. I think it's fantastic. And if you pay off your credit card, and in my opinion, I think you should always pay off your credit card every 2 weeks. My opinion. However, credit card can still be a great use of leverage when you need it. It really can be. But your goal should be to not have to rely on it too heavily. You know, that should be the goal at least. It's nice. I like being out in the sunshine. I mean, it's a great spot to be. Yeah, we're at the First Presbyterian Church. Presbyterian Church. So I don't know if you guys can see that at all. Hold on. Yeah, pull that in a little bit. Yeah. Chilling out at the First Presbyterian Church. I can't say that, dude. I can't say Presbyterian for crap, dude. Hell no. But yeah, I decided, you know, I could take the show on the road. Why not? You know, it's like I don't have to do the show in the home. You know, I could do the show out here. Talk about the things I know. Talk about my experiences in life. And I think I can well document it live. But, yeah. I mean, any other credit card tips you guys have? Should I what's the word? What's the term? Should I be so discriminatory towards annual fee credit cards? I don't like annual fees, man. I avoid the annual fees like the plague. I will admit. Let me start a poll real quick. One moment. One moment. All right, let's start the poll. We gotta get the poll going, man. I'm pole dancing hard. Yeah, I figure, I also got to give my, I think I got to give my webcam a rest anyway, my Logitech Brio that I use. It's a good webcam, but sometimes you got to give it just a bit of a rest. So yeah, what do you guys think? Avoid credit cards that have an annual fee. That's the poll question right now. We got one vote in. We'll see how many votes we can get. Yeah, we're talking about credit card rewards at the moment, like cashback rewards. Like, how do you use them? Do you have any tips and tricks for anybody? I already gave pretty much mine. If you guys want me to do a recap, let me know. I'll do a quick recap. But yeah, I just stick to the no annual fee credit cards, cashback rewards every time, blah, blah, blah. You keep it simple. Well, yeah, I mean, if you have to crunch numbers, and look, I have to be a little more, careful about what I'm buying lately. But it's okay. Yeah, so I'll do a quick recap then. So the recap goes like this. Let me think of how to recap this. So my belief is that you should only use cashback reward credit cards. You should treat them like a debit card. And by that I mean never hold a balance on them. Pay your credit card balance in full. The only exception I will make for paying credit card balance in full, not in full, is if it's 0% interest for whatever you purchased. If there's like some sort of special promo, I'll make an exception for high ticket items. But other than that, for the most part, you should be using your debit card. Sorry, your credit card like a debit card. First off, make sure that every single credit card you have has no annual fee. Yeah. Just avoid annual fees to begin with, and then make sure that you are getting the best cashback rewards cards out there. If the credit card does not have a good cashback rewards program, don't even bother with it. That's pretty much my motto, at least. But here are my top 4 cards that I use on the daily. Once again, my top 4 credit cards that I use on the daily. Listen closely, and I'll give you my reasons behind using them, because I want to give a recap to everybody who missed my earlier spiel. Okay. So at number 1, it is my Robinhood Gold credit card. Now, you need a gold subscription on this. All right, I already had Robinhood Gold. They offered me the credit card, and I was like, damn, 3% cash back, I'll take it, man. But yeah, and then in the second card, like I said, Robinhood Gold cashback rewards credit card. It's the best, in my opinion, because of the 3% cashback. It does only work, though, if you have a Robinhood Gold subscription. So keep that in mind. Okay, so at number 2, the second one that I like to use. And it's a toss-up, right? Tossing my salad a little bit here. I would go with Venmo credit card. So the Venmo credit card has 3% cash back on your top spend categories. That matters. So if I didn't have the Robinhood Gold credit card, I would definitely be using the Venmo credit card for my grocery card, because all I ever really spend money on is groceries and bills. So that would be my thing. My third card is going to be the Amex Everyday card. Now I'm gonna say this. I do have the active cash card, and that is my 5th card. I use that for any other purchase that will not get cashback rewards as much as I would like. So, because with the active cash Wells Fargo card, you do get 2% cash back on every purchase, which is really nice. So, active cash, I got to admit, is my 5th favorite card to use. But 3rd favorite card is the Amex Everyday card because you do get 3% cash back on gas, and it selects supermarkets. But it's pretty much my gas card at this point. My 4th favorite card, and you're going to wonder about this one. Why? Why would this be my 4th? The Discover It Rewards card. So it's categorically 5% cash back. Every quarter has a different reward system. It's all 5% cash back. But here's the catch. While it is 5% cash back rewards that you get, sorry, I'm noticing the chats a little bit. But yeah, no, you get 5% cash back rewards on specific categories. Like October through December for the Discover card, you're going to get 5% cash back off on Amazon and I believe specific drugstores, for example. I can't remember how accurate that is, if I'm going to be honest. It's been a while. But every single quarter out of the calendar year has a different rewards program. So that matters. It's a big deal. Make sense? It's good to see you guys learning. Now, I don't think credit cards are for everybody. I think some people just can't handle the power of a credit card. I mean, it only really has the power that you give it at the end of the day. If you just treat it like a debit card, you'll ultimately be okay, in my opinion. But everybody's different. Not everybody has the willpower, because most people think it's free money. Most people treat credit cards like they're just another form of free money, which is so incorrect. So incorrect. It's not free money. If you treat it like a debit card and you're checking your bank to make sure you got the money, that's the most important thing. John Smith, dude, the comments are killing me right now, but no, they're pretty funny. Yeah. It's pretty hot in here, though. A little hot in here. I think I'm also a little dehydrated. Thank you, Dustin. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's just my take on it. I think there's plenty of ways to be able to take advantage of different reward systems. And yeah, at the end of the day, the best part about using the cashback rewards is I basically get to spend less on the things that I would typically buy, whether it's at the Dollar Tree. Even though I've been shopping at the Dollar Tree, for instance, very much so lately, just so I don't have that big of a grocery bill. It's been helping out a lot, big time. Christian, that's probably the worst advice I've ever heard in my life. What do you mean, Dustin? Transferring money from your trust? What are you talking about? Because Dustin is saying, can't you transfer money from your trust? In theory, sure, I guess. I mean, yeah, it sounds good to me, man. Oh, Kanye's got a bank? Dude, I didn't know Kanye started his own bank. What a stud, dude. Kanye's the greatest of all time, though. Wouldn't you guys say that Kanye West is like the GOAT, though? I believe he's the GOAT. Nobody believes me when I say that Kanye's the man. Dude, yeah, dude, Kanye's the man, dude. I mean, you can own any company you want, though. I own several different banks. I own U.S. Bank, Bank of America, all the other ones, all the other rando banks out there, UBS, you name it. There's really no limit to how many banks you can own, by the way. It's awesome. But yeah, I mean, most banks, good banks are publicly traded. Like the big boys, the big banks, those suckers are publicly traded, man. That's a huge advantage. Oh, it's got to pop my neck real quick. Sorry, guys. Oh yeah, Christian, which client are you working for at T Tech? Christian, which client, which specific program are you working for? I think Christian's purposely applied at T Tech just to spite me. I mean, that. Hey, you're only effing yourself, by the way. T Tech is a terrible company to work for, dude. T Tech sucks, though, by the way, dude. That's all I'm going to let you know. By the way, you can't even spell T Tech right, by the way, Christian. How do you properly spell the company name T Tech? What is the if you can't spell T Tech right, I doubt you even got a fucking interview. By the way, they are a shitty company. And yeah, they're a crappy company that rewards incompetence. So they'll gladly take you. They'll gladly take you, Christian. Dude, this Christian Medwig guy is just really just grinding my gears, man. Thanks to everybody in the chat, though. I appreciate y'all. This is pretty fun. Having fun just chilling out and really just kind of getting a little bit of sunshine. I got my hand out the window and just feels good. Dustin says, I know someone that pays money for a dating coach. Is that a stock? That's just honestly, that is just a bad purchasing decision. That's not a stock. That's called a liability right there. He's just losing money. He's just taking money out of his wallet. And the dating coach is probably some chode with a beard who's just as fat as I am, dude. But I'll tell you, I think getting into ETFs is a good thing. If you're just starting out as an investor, getting into ETFs is like a godsend, man. I love ETFs, man. ETF stands for Exchange Traded Fund. It's quite glorious. I think the best part about ETFs, though, if I could level with you guys, is that if you get the index-based ones, like exchange traded funds, man, if you get an index-based exchange traded fund, man, you can have a wild collection of different companies. Wild collection. A lot of them are index-based, and honestly, it's worth it. Basically allows you to be diversified without having to pay an arm and a leg. So, White Girl Magic. White Girl Magic is in the house. I'm not going to read White Girl Magic's comment. God damn it. White Girl Magic. I'm laughing at these chats. Oh my god. These chats are pretty funny, man. Chats are pretty good. So, Dustin, dude. Dustin is saying it's my friend's birthday, and his friend is named Holden Two Digs. Oh, that's a good one, man. That's a good one. It's fun to be live with you guys. I appreciate it. Alexander, why are you being a little chode? Why are you sleeping, Alexander? Stop it. You know this is the greatest show on earth, the greatest show on turf. Alexander's being a little punk ass, dude. Alexander, what the hell? Thought we were homeboys. Messed up, dude. Dustin said that's the short you need to put out, saying Holden Two Dicks. Getting at her, absolutely. I am getting cocky, dude. I'm getting real cocky. Now, dude, this is the pinnacle of entertainment. You just don't know it yet. Do you guys got any lube? I want to ask the chat, do you guys got any lube? I need it. I think I do. Maybe. Look, I sometimes I look for Astroglide. Like, see that dumpster over there? A dumpster is open and it's ready. If I wanted to, I could go get some. I bet there's Astroglide in that dumpster. All right. Do you guys think I can get the? Do you guys think I could find the Astroglide that I need to succeed? Do you think I should? Do you guys want to check the dumpster? Okay. All right. We'll check the dumpster. Let's check the dumpster. I'm gonna take this off the plug, the butt plug, and let's take a look at the dumpster here. All right. Hold on. All right. Actually, I want to kind of hang out closer to the tree. So hold on, we're gonna hang out a little closer to the tree. We're gonna check out the dumpster here in just a second, though. Just a second. You guys want to see my dirty ass flow? Hold on. Okay, hold on. Camel. Okay. We're gonna go. One moment, you guys. I know you guys are anxious. You guys are anxiously waiting. I know you guys want to take a look in the dumpster. I know that's where all your guys' minds are at anyway. Yeah, you and me, we can ride on a star. If you stay with me, girl, we can rule the world. We're gonna take a look in the dumpster, and we're gonna get closer to the dumpster because I don't want to be too far away from the car. Just gonna, real quick, AC going. Honestly, I'm just gonna roll down this window completely. Probably just, we'll go here. This might be the best spot. Kind of far, kind of out of the way. Nothing too crazy. Got the windows rolled down. We're here at the church. All right, we're here at the church. We're going to look into this dumpster. We're going to do some dumpster diving here. Look, I know everybody's interested in seeing what is in the dumpster. So we're going to go check out what's in the dumpster here. It's going to be a bit of a wild ride, you guys. Wild ass ride. Got my keys. All right, what do we got? Apples? People just threw out some apples? What the hell, dude? These apples look pretty good. I'm a little shocked that people would throw out apples, though. That is a little crazy to me. Yeah, it's kind of the... Whew, it smells pretty bad. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There's nothing in that dumpster, dude. It is one of my favorite dumpsters to like when I need to get rid of stuff. Like, it is my go-to dumpster. I will go straight to that dumpster right there that we were just at. If I can find it. That's the mall over there. Kind of cool. Yeah, it's really empty parking lot majority of the time, especially during the weekdays. That's why I like it. kind of can get away from everybody if I just kind of want to play. And they even have a basketball hoop right there. Look at that. Beautiful. So if you ever need to play basketball, man, it's a good spot. Yeah. I need to start eating more apples, though. It's not illegal. There's small things, dude. And they always leave that dumpster open. It's not illegal if the dumpster's always open. And once a dude told me I could do that. So once a dude from this church told me, yeah, Mike, you can go do that. It's totally your call. It's not illegal if they tell you it's fine. And besides, I don't dump anything too wild. It's not like I'm doing anything cray. Come on and jump in my car. I wanna take you home. But anyway, let's get back to it. But yeah, overall, I mean, this is a good place to do the show every now and then. So 344. No. I don't know. Silly Jinx, what's going on, man? I'm taking the show on the road. As you can see, I'm out and about. Trying to not cause a ruckus or anything. Yep, no rapture. Yeah, I'm surprised with all this rapture talk. I'm surprised there's not more people here at this church. Crazy. Yeah, there's a huge irony to this show, man. This show's crazy. But yeah, let's look at the poll real quick. So we got 8 votes in the poll. Avoid credit cards that have an annual fee. And 62% of you say agree. 38% of you disagree. Interesting. Yeah, it's pretty fun to do these shows, though. You just never know what you're gonna see, what you're gonna do. But yeah, when you're out and about, man, it's great. Like right now, I'm getting the sun. I'm feeling the sunshine on my face. And you know what? I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. I'm just gonna prop up, chill. Yeah, it's just a good spot to chill, man. Might even have a snooze in here. Oh, thank you, Jinx. You gave me a shout out on your short videos. Hell yeah, dude. I appreciate it, partner. Thank you. It's a little windy out here today. Yeah. Well, I appreciate the shout out, G-Dog. It's very kind of you. Thank you for the vine, man. I appreciate it, brother. But yeah, I decided, I was like, well, I mean, I could still go out and about, still do the show, and I'll do my best, Silly Jinx. I appreciate you, partner. Ten votes, though. Avoid credit cards that have an annual fee. Heck yeah. Well, we'll end the poll. I think we can firmly say that 10 votes is enough in this instance. 70% of you agree. 30, what was it? 30% don't disagree. Okay, whatever. Yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. The more simps we have, the more pimps we have. Dustin is asking, should we ban the penny? At this point, because of all the inflation, man, I don't think we should ban the penny. I think it could still be usable. But at this point, I think the way that pricing structures need to be, I think it needs to be like at least, you know, prices need to end with a 0 or a 5 at this point. It just shouldn't. They just. I mean, look, everybody uses credit cards anyway for the most part these days, so nobody uses real cash. I can't remember the last time I used straight up cash at a store or anywhere except for the bar. I do make exceptions for the bar. I don't trust that they're going to run my card right, so I will always use cash at the bar. That's the only exception I make. And I don't even go to the bar often. I try to avoid the bar. People have copper ones wanting. Yeah, I mean, honestly, here's the thing. A penny is so worthless at this point. If you have the old school ones, I think that were made before, like, what, the 70s? If you melt them down, like, there's real copper in there. So you'd be able to probably get more out of copper pennies than anything. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to finance, though, man, I wouldn't say I'm frugal. I am cheap as shit, though. I will go with off-brand any day of the week. I don't really, you know, I avoid spending a lot of money. At the end of the day, the goal is to avoid spending a lot of money. I don't try to save money, I just try not to spend it. You know, the goal is to look for liabilities. If they exist, if a liability exists, I avoid the liabilities, man. It's not how I roll, dude. Destin, I don't sue people. I'm not that kind of dude. Believe it or not, I do have morals. But, you know, I love doing this show. You know, I love doing more live streaming, and I've been really trying to up my YouTube live streaming game as much as possible. I figure people stream on Twitch like 24/7. Why don't I stream on YouTube more often? You know what I mean? There's plenty of places for me to go. And this place can be my office, too. It's fun, man. But I'm streaming as if my life depends on it. Yeah, it's never, you know. Silly jinx, man. I think eventually, though, you will want to do live streams, man. It does help. I love doing short videos, don't get me wrong, but I will say the live streams have been my best source of revenue, shockingly. But like doing stuff like this right now, like I love being out and about. I would rather be doing this than being at home doing this. As much as I don't mind being inside, you know, I like to kind of split my time a little bit. So my goal really is to kind of be out and about, like take my car, go somewhere. I love using my car as an office, by the way. It feels great. The more I'm in here, the more I'm comfortable with it. But I got a really good car, and I try to use it to my advantage, man. It gets me to where I want to go. This car, I mean, Toyota Corollas, by the way, I just want to give a shout out to Toyota Corollas. They're a very reliable car, by the way. Probably one of the more reliable cars out there. And to anybody who disses on the Toyota Corolla, you don't know jack about whack. You're just whack. You're crazy. Ford Femboy is back in the house, dude. What up, dude? Ford Femboy, what up, dude? Do I make my own toothpaste? I don't, but I could. Not above it. But yeah, man, I pretty much just use Dollar Tree for everything. I get nothing but off-brand stuff at this point. The only thing I make an exception for is my shampoo conditioner regimen. I like the natural ingredients in that. But other than that, I keep it good, man. I keep it steady. I keep it fresh. Jayco TV says, need some sort of goal or action to get super chats. When you live streams have been profitable, how long has it been doing well? It's been off and on. You know, so I will say some streams do better than others. That's for sure. But you know, for the most part, I do. There will be times I get $30 in a live stream. Sometimes I just get 15. I've been trying not to do like 3-hour ones. I've been kind of trying to do the 2-hour ones. But if one goes really, really well, I'll make an exception and just keep rolling with it. That's kind of how I've been doing the live streams at the bare minimum. But yeah, I mean, I notice the more I try, the more I figure out, the more I analyze. Like, if I really do learn from the ones where I don't get a lot of money in super chats, so I try to figure out what can I do to market the super chats part of this better. What can I do to market the video better? You know, what can I do to market myself better? So there are things that I do try to work on as far as marketability goes, for sure. Hope that makes sense. Also, I've been using Nightbot to automate some of the stuff like the please subscribe, super chats, or highlighted sort of messages, because I do want those messages out there. I do want to encourage more people to subscribe to the channel, because the more people who subscribe, the better. We're really trying to increase the viewership, the viewer count. As much as I want people to like the videos, really the goal is to get more subscribers. And you know, I really do work my butt off to try to make this channel grow. It's a thing, man. I really am trying. I know this is crazy. Damn, really? Carl, I can't believe we got I can't believe we got the Corolla to last that long. I mean, they're good cars, don't get me wrong. And I treat my car really well. I make sure I take it in for its servicing when it needs it and stuff like that. And very smart about that stuff for sure. It's a good car, man. It's a solid car, actually. Yeah, next week I'm going to be trying to hit the DoorDash pretty hard too. Trying to do as much DoorDash as possible. I'm lucky I've got options right now. I really am. I'm lucky I got these options. So under other circumstances, maybe I wouldn't. But yeah, at this point, just Dollar Tree diet, being smart. Whoa, dude, Esper. What is your deal, dude? The double chin. Yeah, of course I got a bit of a double chin. Come on, man. Esper, if you're gonna trash talk me like that, you better give me a super chat, bro. If you're gonna trash talk like that, you better give me a super chat. I'll read your trash talk, by the way. Well, hopefully she's able to do DoorDash. I mean, I love doing DoorDash as a side gig, though. It's really fun. It's pretty cool. But yeah, it's good stuff, man. Oh, that's a cool e-bike that just passed. Pretty dope. Yeah, I love hanging out in church parking lots, man. They're usually pretty empty, and this particular one's pretty empty normally. It's a good place for me to kind of chill out. I mean, YouTube is. I've been making money on YouTube, which is great. But oh, Silly Jinx is saying YouTube is now your job. I got ya. Heck yeah, brother. Well, I honestly wish you nothing but success, Silly Jinx, man. I really do. Um, and we're all trying to root for you, man. Hey, make sure you guys subscribe, by the way, to Silly Jinx. He's a good dude trying to get his YouTube channel up. So make sure you guys subscribe once again to Silly Jinx. You'll see Silly Jinx in the chat below. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you continuing to be a part of the channel. Is that a squirrel? Oh, I think it's something blowing in the wind. But yeah, you guys, once again, like the Nightbot says, please subscribe. Super chats are highlighted in red first. Tap the $sign to skip the line. Helps out a lot. But yeah, more subscribers we have, the better, man. I appreciate everybody's patience and just being awesome, But yeah, more subscribers we have, the better, man. It just helps out a lot. But since this started out as credit card tips, we can still keep going about that, by the way. With more credit card information, like the way I use credit cards. Like I said, I am very strategic about how I shop, especially now. Like, even though I'm doing really good on YouTube right now, it's still smart of me to not like get carried away and I guess you could say, get caught up in the sauce. I want to make sure I'm just spending responsibly, doing the right stuff, making sure I'm not low on money, that sort of thing. It's a big deal. So if I could do really well on doing the super chats and stuff like that, it's just kind of something that really that matters. I mean, I'm doing this show, one second, folks. Like, for example, like, I'm not doing the show for free, but I'm doing the best I can, with what I got. It ain't perfect, man. It ain't always going to be perfect, and I'm okay with that. I just appreciate anybody who does show up, and, I've been getting more subscribers slowly. It's a slow game, but, I'm here I'll hit a home run when I hit a home run, but for now, I'm going to hit base hits, all right? I'm going to hit the base hits. So, I'm going to keep it up, though. But yeah, there's plenty of good ways to make money on YouTube, straight up, with super chats, with just doing live streams, man, really helps out a lot. So yeah, live streams better, man. Yeah, exactly. So the thing is, I mean, the more persistent I am, the more I learn about, you figuring out the algorithm, taking it a step at a time, figuring out what I'm doing wrong, figuring out what is eye catching. I got to look at it from the eye of the consumer as well, but I'm got to be a producer. Got to be a producer on this one. But I got to find my own voice, and I got to be comfortable being me. And this is me. This is me. I'm having fun doing this more than I ever thought possible. Heck yeah. See, it sounds like you do a lot of like character design and stuff, is what it seems like. Doing what I can, man. Do what I can. Be a better man. Got a lot of haters in the chat, though. Absolutely. I ain't gonna lie. Ain't gonna deny either. Um, we do the best we can. We're really trying to, like I said, just increase the subscriber count, get more people on board. But yeah, if you guys are new to this channel, I mean, look, I really do try to be informational. I love talking about investing. I'm kind of tired of talking about the news, but sometimes I have to. But my primary objective is to educate people, doing it for entertainment purposes primarily. But I also love educating people. So if I could tell people what I do, not to spend money, not to spend extra money that I have to, and get rewarded when you have to spend money. Look, I don't think credit cards are for everybody. Talk to a financial advisor, talk to your therapist. If you've had credit card problems in the past before, maybe look up a cashback debit card or something like that. I don't know much about that life. There might be if you go on YouTube though and look up cashback debit card, you might be able to find some good stuff. You might be able to. I don't know much about that world though. See, I'm all about the cashback reward credit cards. Because what's funny is those cashback reward programs are primarily paid for by the people who just never pay their credit card or have like existing balances. Dude, credit card companies make so much money off of people being stupid and holding a balance on a credit card. I think holding a balance on a credit card might be the dumbest thing that anybody could do. And I really do believe that. Well, yeah, and here's the thing, man. If you don't buy a lot of stuff, like even if you don't buy a lot of stuff, man, cashback rewards programs are really nice because it's like if I have to get groceries, I got to get groceries, man. But yeah, no, I love my Robinhood Gold credit card just because of the default 3% cash back. I mean, like that's the best. Like that's such a cool reward system, straight up. Yeah, it's not expensive at all. That's the best part about it, man. My grocery bill at the end of the month is extremely low because of it. Should I necessarily be proud of this? No. I wouldn't say I am. But gotta do what you gotta do, man. Sorry to hear that, Andrew. Yeah. Well, And the best part about it is, I love hanging out. This is actually, like, this church is a good spot, man. That wasn't, brother. Honestly, if that's the truth, man, I'm sorry about that, brother. But yeah, I'm just appreciative of everybody who's subscribed to the channel. The channel's grown so rapidly in just the last week. It's crazy. Andrew, I think Andrew's a sicko troll in the chat. There's a lot of trolls in the chat. Yeah, I like it. I mean, this is a good spot to hang out. I mean, like, especially if I need to get away for a bit. It makes me feel kind of holy at the bare minimum. It's the one thing. I would say it helps out quite a bit. Sometimes you got to clear your mind a little bit, get a little bit of spirituality. I mean, I'm not much of a Christian person, don't get me wrong. But yeah, doing a live show like this out in public, it's pretty exhilarating, I'll admit it. Take a walk, stretch your legs, really? Just feels good to be out and about, man. Oh. But yeah, I definitely need to relax. I guess sometimes you get so on edge, and I've been, made sure I cleaned up the place a bit yet today. Being smart about everything. And being smart about everything, man, is a lot more difficult than I realize as I get older. I don't know what to do. It's a kind of a weird feeling, I'm not going to pretend like I know it all. But it's a weird feeling. It's a weird feeling to be able to do. I'm happy that I get to do streaming all the time. I got more freedom to do that and really focus on this big time. But yeah, I feel out of sorts, I guess would be a good explanation there. But I'm very grateful. I'm just want to say I'm really grateful that I got YouTube as a source of income. I can do DoorDash, and I've been doing it. I'm going to probably have to step up and rev up a little bit on the DoorDash side of things, for sure. But as long as I just continue to be smart about it, it's just the way it goes. But I'm going to probably Get my fanny out of here in just a second. But yeah, no, it's good stuff. Silly Jinx says, relax and breathe, as my aunt used to say, smell the roses, breathe out the candle. I like that. It's not bad at all, man. Thank you, Jinx. Appreciate that, bud. Dustin says, what the heck happened? Ever since I got fired from my job, I will say that I'm actually doing a good job of making money, surprisingly, on YouTube, which has been the shocking part. I guess the truth is I just feel really off. I guess the thing is I feel really off about everything that transpired, with the job, and the fact that I was fired because I disagreed with management pretty heavily on a couple things. The irony was I was actually one of the better people on the team as far as statistics go. I took the most calls. I check my stats every day, by the way. I was good at that. But yeah, I'm doing better. Every day is a little bit better. I'm still struggling periodically. Camila says 432 hertz music is relaxing, healthy diet, proper sleep with circadian rhythm. I can give you more tips. I'll feel better if you want. Just ask. Thank you, Camila. That actually, it's funny. If I've actually done some of that sound therapy, like 528 hertz. So you're saying that 432 hertz is probably the best? What do you think about the 528 hertz constant tone? Kind of curious about that. Yeah, my portfolio is still good. Thank goodness. But I don't know. I'm going to be swing trading a couple ETFs. I'm going to be swing trading the SBIT and the SCHX ETF on top of it. Just kind of going to be playing the back and forth, the volatility. It's crazy. You can make little micro profits off of volatility, though. So it'll be another source of income. So definitely swing trading for sure. Yeah, luckily my portfolio is still solid. I think the thing is I just got to drink water and try to feel better. I think if I go clean up the house for a little bit, I'll probably feel better about everything, and what do you know? Everything will be good. Sorry about that. I like I like Eric Berg. He's pretty good, man. Thank you for that info, Camila. Yeah, I like to keep up on my cleaning though. Smart. It's a smart thing I could do. I'm probably gonna get myself, some apples sound good. If I got myself some apples, I'd probably feel a little bit better. Man, heck yeah! I'm glad that you're able to lose 100 pounds because of those people as instructors. Yeah, when you have good instructors, it means a lot. Yeah, so driving with spice. Any tips on how not to, buy too many items? Absolutely. Well, I can go on and on about this one. My biggest tip would be to try to avoid overindulging. I think would be the biggest deal. For instance, when I go to the Dollar Tree, I'm looking for the essentials. Like, what do I need to survive, right? And that's kind of the point of grocery shopping. As much as you like looking at, other things, and you should be able to, I think. But I think really looking for the essentials and asking yourself, do I need this to survive? Look at food items. For example, I realized I was like, damn, I haven't ate an apple in a little bit, so I might, it helps the heart. So I was going to go get some apples. Apples always cheer me up. Believe it or not, I love apples. They're great. Yeah, so gonna get some apples probably. Yeah, here's the thing. Upside isn't too bad. I've used Upside before. I pretty much just use the Chevron app at this point. I use the Chevron app to get, the 25-cent gallon, 5 cent per gallon discounts, or 10 cent a gallon discounts, that sort of thing. So that's one of the ways I stay smart with my discounts. I also use my credit cards for cashback rewards on gas for sure. Yeah, so just anytime I can get cashback rewards, I think about which gives me the best cashback rewards when I spend money. That is a big deal, by the way. That's a huge deal. So, driving with spice is wondering, where did I buy my safe at? I got mine at Walmart, by the way. Walmart. I just went. You could purchase one online if you really wanted to, but honestly, it's pretty easy just to go into a Walmart and be like, take a look at their safes. Mine is digital. It does have a key just in case the digital lock ever fails for whatever reason, but there's like a little key you can also put in there too as a backup. Yeah, so I got a little safe. One of these days I'll show you guys the safe that I got, but maybe not. I don't know. I don't like to reveal too much about some of this stuff. Camila says Costco has 2 sizes of safes. Nice. Driving with spice says 3% on gas. Since I'm an Uber driver, I use a lot of gas. Yep, that's a thing, man. That's a thing, without a doubt. But yeah, very good questions. Driving with spice. It's good to see you on your spice. It's really good. Yeah, when you're doing things like DoorDash and Uber, like I love doing DoorDash. I really do. Um, it's fun. I will have to go here in just a little bit. I just want to apologize to everybody. I mean, technically, I don't really have to go. Hmm. Well, I will have to go here in just a second, probably. Unless I can find a way to keep this my phono. Let me turn on the car real quick. I might be able to keep. This is going to be a little tricky. I don't know if I could pull this off actually, but hold on. I could try. To like put this on here. Well, can you still hear me, you guys? This is a bit of a stretch. Hold on. This is going to be kind of interesting. I don't know if we're going to pull this off properly. Well, we'll see here. We're going to see here in just a second. Nah, too much. Just overheat the phone. That's not a good idea. I mean, ideally, it would be awesome. Well, thank you guys. I really appreciate y'all. I'll see you guys a little bit later. But make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and go to church or something. I don't know. I mean, I'm a hypocrite. I never go to church. Have fun, you guys.